Roman Reigns has finally made his move, and the entire wrestling world just shifted. When the tribal chief decides to speak, it isn't noise, it's prophecy. And tonight, he didn't just talk. He declared war and revealed the first soldiers marching beside him into the most dangerous battlefield of the year. Survivor Series is no longer just a match. It's a war for control, identity, and legacy in WWE, and Roman Reigns just showed us exactly how serious this battle will be. Before we break down this earth-shaking alliance, make sure you're repping the Tribal Chief with the Roman Reigns OTC1 collection, the new October 1st sneakers, the legendary Gisso 4 letters one-word T, and the wild Jacob Fatu all-gas no-brain shirt. Links in the description. Now, let's get into it. Monday Night Raw didn't feel like a weekly show. It felt like a reckoning. Tension hung in the arena like fog, and everyone knew the moment was coming. With Paul Heyman's Vision faction rising in power and influence, backed by Brock Lesnar's brute force, Bronson Reed's relentless monster mentality, and the wild-card arrogance of Logan Paul, fans waited to see if Roman Reigns truly had an answer. Could the Tribal Chief, after betrayal, after injuries, after the Bloodline's collapse, build something even stronger? Could he unite warriors who aren't just family by blood, but by battlefield? Roman stood alone in the ring, spotlight burning down on him, crowd roaring in anticipation. He looked like a man who had carried a kingdom, lost it, and now returned to take it back with fury. "They say I'm alone," he began, voice calm but sharper than steel. "They say I'm finished, that the bloodline is dead." He paused, letting the silence shake the arena. But war finds allies in the most unexpected places. Then the lights dropped. A pulse of red strobed through the arena. Static ripped through the speakers. And when the lights snapped back, Jon Moxley stood on Roman's left, Jimmy USO on his right. Gasps. Screams. Shock. No rumors, no leaks, no buildup. Just war. Roman didn't smile. He didn't flex. He just nodded once. "Meet my war council," he said. "The unbreakable, the unpredictable, and the unforgiven." Moxley, wild eyes, unhinged swagger, the man WWE pushed to the brink only to watch him conquer the world outside. A renegade returning not for banners or contracts, but to fight corruption at its source. Jimmy USO, betrayed, beaten, broken, but still bloodline in his bones. A man ready to rewrite his loyalty, prove his worth, and redeem his legacy by choosing his brother in battle once again. This wasn't nostalgia. It wasn't convenience. This was strategy. Roman brings unmatched leadership and psychological warfare. Moxley brings chaos that no corporate machine can plan for. Jimmy brings heart, redemption, and fire that burns hotter than betrayal. Together, they aren't just a team, they are a storm. And the message was clear. This isn't about brands. This isn't Raw versus SmackDown. This isn't WWE versus AEW. This is a fight for the soul of wrestling. Heyman built a corporate empire. Roman just built a revolution. He didn't call them teammates. He called them brothers. Allies born of war, not marketing. And as Moxley stared into the camera with that unsettling smirk and Jimmy raised the one finger high once again, the arena didn't chant bloodline. They chanted, "This is awesome." Because for the first time in months, the king returned, not to defend his throne, but to burn down the kingdom that turned on him. Roman Reigns, Jon Moxley, and Jimmy USO are the first three soldiers marching into Survivor Series, and this alliance isn't just shocking, it's game-changing. And trust me, this war council isn't finished. Survivor Series is about to become the most unpredictable event in wrestling history, and you don't want to blink. So hit subscribe, turn on notifications, and stay locked in. Because when the Tribal Chief builds an army, history follows. Watch every moment. Don't fall behind.
Subscribe now.